microphone. I just realized I didn't turn on the microphone.
So now,
Okay.
so none of that came out. Micro.
Wait. How much do I do? Halo, halo. Ok, ok. Okej. Jest spoko, czy przyciszyć trochę?
I'll just go and get my camera.
Czy jest teraz za głośno? Is it too loud right now? No i super. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, dzisiejszy live planuję poprowadzić po angielsku, dlatego jest to też również o tak późnej porze, ponieważ jest to na czasie amerykańskim. Właśnie teraz ludzie wychodzą z pracy w Stanach. Także planowałam zrobić tego live'a po angielsku razem z moim kolegą youtuberem Conorem, który zaraz tutaj podejdzie. On również ma kanał podróżniczo-lifestyle'owy, ale zobaczymy, bo jeżeli nie będzie zbyt dużo ludzi anglojęzycznych, no to będę oczywiście odpowiadać po polsku, ale w razie W, żeby Was uprzedzić, jest szansa, że będę mówić po angielsku, zwłaszcza ze względu na to, że Conor mówi w 10 językach, bo jest poliglotą, ale polskiego jeszcze nie umie.
Okay, I heard something about a polyglot in 10 languages. Did I get that, even though I don't speak Polish?
Exactly. Yeah, I was basically like, Yeah. You can definitely ask questions in English. This live stream is meant to be in English, but of course, I see a lot of my Polish community. So we will go with the flow. I guess we're going to be answering questions in two languages. Two languages. I just showed four.
Maybe people ask us questions in French, German, Spanish, Italian. Let's see what people come up.
They're like, so we'll teach him Polish today.
I'm all ears. Motivated.
Dzięki wielkie. What was I going to say? So right now I'm going to link your channel. I'm also going to link my stuff in the description. Także teraz chwileczkę, będziemy wszystko sobie tutaj ustawiać na panelu, żeby móc odpowiadać na Wasze pytania. Podlinkuję teraz Conora, jakby ktoś chciał obczaić jego kanał podróżniczo-lifestyle'owy. No i będziemy odpowiadać na Wasze pytania. Tylko sekunda, bo muszę wejść na YouTube'a i...
Ruski? Da, по-русски можно говорить тоже. Dziękuję.
No i generalnie zaraz włączę też live'a na Instagramie, tak mi się wydaje. Ale najpierw YouTube. Trzeba tutaj ustawić linki. Jak coś, to możecie zadawać pytania. You guys can definitely ask questions. I'm just setting up the YouTube and all the links right now so we can start answering your guys' questions. So give me 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes.
Enjoying my...
Yeah, espresso at midnight, post wine.
Yeah. Probably not good for my health. All the vices.
Q&A. Teraz tagi. Kraków, Poland, Warsaw, live stream. Chwila. Okay, I'll also link your channel right away. And then we can start answering. Okay.
Language starts / language starts.
I'll just go onto your channel. There we go. We've got it. All right, we've got it all updated then. Zapisz zmiany. Okay. No i super. Alright, so I'm turning off YouTube and we can start. Cool. So we are going to be reading your questions right now and answering them. Just a second. We are looking at your top chat. W jakich językach mówi Conor? What languages do you speak?
So I speak English as my first language. I was born in Ireland, so I'm actually British Irish. So I speak English. In school, I had to learn Irish. I don't speak it very, very well, but I do speak some Irish. I learned it also as an adult a bit, but I speak well. We can say in French, Italian, Portuguese, even though I messed something up on the other live stream apparently in Portuguese, German, Dutch, Russian. I've been learning some Ukrainian recently. I also speak Romanian reasonably well, and also have learned what other languages have I learned? I can't even remember. Dutch. Did I forget to say Dutch? Yeah, and Spanish, of course. I always forget Spanish. Yeah. So that's an overview of the language I speak. About a little bit over 10.
Somebody's like, I already want to subscribe him because I also speak Russian.
Yes, great. Я говорил сегодня тоже на русском в Варшаве. Водитель Uber из Украины была.
I am also streaming on my Instagram, by the way, if you guys want to follow.
Hi to everybody on Aria's Instagram.
Hi.
Connor.
What was I gonna say? Can we ask questions in Chinese? Well, we have Google Translate open, so you guys definitely can, in order to make our life even harder, for sure. Słaby internet trochę zrywa. Powinien być spoko, jesteśmy jak najbliżej routera jak się da. I'd better go. I am at work. Have a good time in this live stream and tomorrow in Krakow. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.
Nie odpalaj może więcej transmisji, bo jakoś jest do bani na tym jednym, a co dopiero na kilku. Naprawdę? Przed chwilą streamowaliśmy, jesteśmy bardzo blisko routera, więc powinno być ok. Jak coś, to dawajcie znać. Wolimy wiedzieć. Are you streaming in America?
We're in Krakow in Poland this evening, so we're not in the United States. And Ari asked me actually on the stream on my channel whether I want to go and vlog from the US. That's not something I'm going to do now. I'm focusing on this region, so Eastern Europe and Central Europe, because Poland is not Eastern Europe, you're Central Europe. And before everybody starts writing me hate, I do know that.
You.
I do know exactly where it is geographically and politically, most certainly.
Nie umiem tak bardzo angielskiego, więc możesz przetłumaczyć pytanie dla osoby, która siedzi koło ciebie. Jaka była jego najlepsza wycieczka i do jakiego kraju? Okay, so somebody's asking you. It's the Rabbit nickname. What is the best trip that you had and to what country? And if you could speak slowly so everybody can understand, then that would be fantastic.
I'll let you in a little secret, Mr. Rabbit. Brazil is my favorite country. Every trip to Brazil has been phenomenal. It has obviously sun, samba, warm people, great food. People are good looking in general, especially in the south of Brazil. So that's also another plus. If you're traveling, of course, if people are hot, and they like to kiss a lot, Brazilians. So that's also another plus. But what trip have I think the trip that probably made the biggest difference to my life was actually the first trip to Ukraine, which I talked about when I was drugged and unconscious and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But actually, the whole trip was an amazing experience because I didn't really speak Russian at the time, and I had to communicate with people, and there was just a lot of stuff happening, and it was a crazy time to be in. It's like 7 or 8 years ago now. It's pretty crazy.
That's really crazy. Yeah. So where are you sitting, pub or restaurant? We are actually in a hotel, but we aren't going to give the location right now. I will link the location after we are done with the live, just in case.
On my live stream, we weren't too worried. My fans are not in Poland in general. They're all over the world, so we weren't worried about you coming in.
That's true. W jakich językach mówi Conor? Conor mówi w 10 językach i mówi po duńsku, po niemiecku, po rosyjsku, po portugalsku, French?
Yeah, of course, French.
Po francusku, po hiszpańsku.
Galansku.
What does that mean?
That's Dutch. Do you
I
say
already
it?
said that.
Oh, you said that. Okay. Rumensku.
I think I said po duńsku. I think you say po holendersku.
Random.
Jesus. Anyways, um,
All I learned from his contract. From
Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts? Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I don't like Starbucks. So anything other than Starbucks will win in my vote. Ja, ik spreek Nederlands. En Nederlands is niet hard om te leren. It's niet ver from het Engels. So basically someone asked if Dutch is hard to learn. It's not at all. If you're a native English speaker, there's no language is actually closer to English than Dutch. Only Friesen, which is in the north of the Netherlands, another small language that is a little bit closer. But Dutch is not difficult.
What was I going to say? All that I learned in my previous contract from my chief engineer, who is Polish, is bad word.
You can say kurwa.
There's a lot of kids watching us too.
Okay.
I try not to use. No, it's okay. I try
I don't
not
speak
to.
Polish. I didn't understand what that word meant.
It's okay. I try not to use.
Profanity. Okay.
Yeah, profanity. And
Kids,
this
you
one's
should not
in
do that.
German. We have a German comment. Mamy komentarz po niemiecku. Jest tutaj bardzo międzynarodowo dzisiaj, więc spokojnie odpowiemy na wszystkie pytania, ale no spokojnie, słuchajcie, jest piątek. Please answer the German question.
This is actually the question I just got in Dutch. So yeah, is Dutch a hard language to learn? Nee, het is niet hard om te leren. Het is heel makkelijk. Very easy if you're a native English speaker. The issue with Dutch is mainly because people in the Netherlands speak such good English that it is hard to actually get to speak in Dutch if you're a native English speaker and you travel there because they all want to reply in English. I find that less of a problem now to actually learn some Dutch. I don't really find the reply in English anymore. So, but Dutch is not hard. Just maybe a little bit odd the pronunciation. This sounds like you're just gonna spit something. It's kind of a common sound in Dutch.
Okej, na wiosnę jadę na wycieczkę do Czarnobyla, może też pojedziecie. Na razie póki co nie wybieramy się, ale dzięki. Dalej, nie zrywa aż tak, to super. Where are you? We are at a hotel in Krakow, in Kazimierz, but we will give the exact location once we finish streaming. Ja, Kraków. Mnie zrywa, bo piłem. My w sumie... chwila. My winkujemy. Ale tak kulturalnie. Tak bardziej dla klimatu, dlatego że jest to na zdrowie. Piątkowy wieczór. Thank you. Hey Instagram. Oh, shit.
We did the wrong way.
Ja. Jakiego języka się uczyłaś? Oh, shit. Comments are... There's a lot of you guys. Just a second. I'm going back through the comments. Jakiego języka się uczyłaś pierwszego, angielskiego czy polskiego? To będę odpowiadać na moim Q&A. Na YouTubie później będę robiła film, więc nie odpowiadam póki co. Ty mieszkasz w Ameryce z rodzicami czy sama? Jak to jest? Obecnie zatrzymuję się w moim domu rodzinnym, dlatego że po prostu podróżowałam teraz i miałam już być w podróży, ale to wszystko jest takie nieokreślone, więc po prostu jako, że nie mam stałych planów i ciągle to się u mnie zmienia, to no nie mogę za bardzo wynająć mieszkania, szczerze powiedziawszy, i podpisać umowy na rok, czy tam nawet pół roku, bo to bez sensu, bo prawdopodobnie za niedługo znowu będę się przemieszczać i to wszystko będzie chaotyczne, więc dlatego po prostu zatrzymuję się u siebie w domu rodzinnym. Tak. Jakie to twoje ulubione miasto w Polsce? Kraków, naprawdę Kraków. Do you like Poland? Czy Konorowi podoba się Polska?
Interesting question. Do I like Poland? I would say yes. I like Poland. I explained, I think it was on the other live stream, that Polish guys tend to be very jealous of me. That's kind of like doesn't yeah, that's a negative point. But in general, yeah, I mean, the infrastructure here is phenomenal. People are, I think, if they're not guys who are jealous of me trying to steal their girls, it's normally pretty good. People are pretty are friendly enough to me here. Yeah, I really like Gdansk. Gdansk, I thought was cool. Obviously, here we're in
Gdańsk is cool.
yeah, here we're in Krakow. Of course, this is a beautiful city, and it's world famous for a very good reason. It's just beautiful, and it was really nice when I arrived this evening. It was like, yeah, we're back in Krakow. But Gdansk was a place I really enjoyed. I think then that's kind of for me my favorite place in Poland as a city is to go to Gdansk.
Gdańsk is cool, yeah.
Top.
A ja dziś pojechałam kupić skuter i w połowie drogi połapałam, że nie zabrałam kasy, no i tak sobie siedzę, bo na obiad nie było nic. O, smutna sprawa, pewnie się napaliłeś na to, że będziesz mieć skuter, a tu nici. Znam to. Jakie jest według Was najpiękniejsze miejsce, jakie odwiedziliście? What's the most beautiful place that we visited? You answer first, Connor.
That I've ever visited in my life. What's the most beautiful?
Yeah.
Well, as a country, I said Brazil. Just everything. My first thing was it's like these waterfalls on the border between Brazil and Argentina, and there is a big waterfall called the Devil's Throat. Do you remember? That's just like amazing. I thought that was one of the definitely in the top, one of the top places I went to see. So if you ever get a chance to go to Brazil, do not hesitate. It's my favorite country in the world. So go for it. I would say in Europe, where's the most beautiful place you've been in Europe? What do you think, Aria? Taormina, Sicily. I don't know. There's just so many places. There's different, but one is
Probably Sicily and Malta would be the most beautiful places that I have visited in Europe. Also, when I was on the pilgrimage to in Spain to the Camino de Santiago de Compostela, that was very pretty. Więc najpiękniejsze miejsca, jakie ja odwiedziłam w Europie, to są Malta i Sycylia, no i również na pielgrzymce do Hiszpanii, do Santiago de Compostela było bardzo, bardzo pięknie. Okay.
Sounds fantastic. I have never gone on that route yet.
Have we watched the match with Nigeria? No, we have not. We have been streaming.
It
Yeah.
was on in the background. Who won? What was
Kto
the
wygrał?
score?
Connor, if you could go for free to fly in space, where would you go?
Wow. I don't really think. Where would I go? Well, are there any other planets that are inhabitable? I don't think so, right? I guess I would just go to the moon. I know we're safe on the moon. As far away as possible before we destroy this planet.
True.
Yeah, somewhere that's inhabitable, a second Earth. That's where I go.
Oh, what was I going to say? So, I am conscious that Dutch is close to English, but many learners complain about the pronunciation.
Yeah, because it has this h sound. Actually, in Belgium, the Flemish don't have such harsh sounds. It's maybe a little bit easier to mimic. But it's not that far away. It's a couple of sounds. I wouldn't say that the pronunciation is that hard. Either relative. Everything is relative in life. So compared to Chinese, and then Dutch seems very easy. And my pronunciation is kind of funny. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I lived for 1 year in the Netherlands and then lived in Belgium. So it's probably a mixture then thrown in with my recent Russian speaking. I probably have an odd accent in Dutch. I have an odd accent in English. You guys, where would you place my accent actually when I speak in English compared to
Jaki
Aria?
Conor ma akcent w porównaniu ze mną po angielsku? How to get rid of the Polish accent in English? That's my big issue after 5 years in the UK. By the way, jeżeli macie jakieś pytania a propos angielskiego albo nauki jakichś języków, to zadawajcie pytania, ponieważ Conor jest poliglotą i na pewno chętnie na to odpowie, jak łatwiej się czegoś uczyć. Please answer. I'm like, you know, that if they have
So
any
how to
questions.
get rid of the Polish accent? So the first question just is why do you want to get rid of your accent completely? That's I mean I don't really care too much. I don't sound I sound have a weird accent even in English, right? So for me, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm obviously not Russian, so should I ever sound 100% Russian? It's not something going for. But if you really want it, then there you need to break down all the sounds, right? And then you got to be able to hear them, every individual sound in the language, and then you got to be able to mimic it with your mouth by understanding how your mouth works, how you make those sounds, right? That's really the only way that you're gonna. You actually have to kind of reverse engineer everything, go back to the beginning and reconstruct it. And that's something that's very hard if you speak a language for a long time with an accent, because it's going to be difficult to, remove it if you've been speaking that way for a long time, apparently for 5 years. I'm actually going to review a course pretty soon that I've used, and I think it's very good for pronunciation. I didn't analyze it for English because obviously I speak English for the first time, but I looked at it in Russian, German, Italian, Spanish, and I think French. That's the mimic method. And I'm going to be doing a review video of that on my channel over on Language Tsar in probably a month that will be out. I will do that review. I'm kind of waiting until I get back to Ireland after this trip to do that. So this is going to be the way to actually get rid of your accent. If you really want to, you have to basically go back to the very beginning, know how to make all the sounds, hear them first, then make them in your mouth, and then you will start to sound like a native speaker. Even if I don't, and I am a native speaker. So that's food for thought. I think you should have a little bit of an accent. It's more interesting.
It's accents are hot.
See, there you go.
Okay. So actually, your pronunciation is kind of funny. LOL. I don't know who you're talking to.
That was about my Dutch. It's talking to me. It's the guy asked the
Okay.
question in Dutch.
And it's easy. Take a couple of lessons of phonetics and phonology. Okay, I said that perfectly. I said that perfectly.
Great accent,
Thank
great
you.
pronunciation.
Aria oglądać mecz Polska versus Nigeria. Nakręcisz film z latania dronem. Jutro chyba będziemy kręcić ujęcia dronem na Kraków 100%. I need new drone shots around Krakow show. And nie oglądałam meczu, ponieważ robiliśmy streamy. Najpierw robiliśmy streama na kanał Conora i jak coś to możecie sobie obejrzeć u niego na kanale, a teraz robimy tutaj, u mnie, więc nie oglądaliśmy. Okay. Oh, live in Krakow, exactly.
We're live in Krakow.
I heard Polish. Oh shit. Koniec z niebieskimi włosami. Tak jest, udało się je sprać. Są teraz z powrotem blond. Twoja mama jest Polką, czy tato Polakiem? Tak, dokładnie. Moja mama jest... nie, sorry, na odwrót. Moja mama jest Amerykanką, a mój tato jest Polakiem. Czy ten gość to może ten słynny Google Translator? Mam kilka zastrzeżeń. Somebody's asking if you're Google Translator.
If I translate for Google,
Yeah.
I am the actual voice in Google Translation. Clearly.
What else was I going to say? Aria, byłaś w Krakowie, w Kazimierzu Dolnym, lepsze od Krakowa. Chwila. Chodzi o Kazimierz? Po prostu o dzielnicę? Bo nie chcę powiedzieć źle na to pytanie. Więc zadaję jeszcze raz, proszę cię. Jesteś na coś uczulona. Am I allergic to something? Tak, jestem uczulona na czekoladę.
No.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for you.
But I can eat it. It's just I sneeze and yeah,
I would just sneeze all the time.
Yeah.
I'm addicted
I'm
to
also
chocolate
allergic
coffee.
to citrus. Jestem również uczulona na cytrusy, ale to jest na zasadzie, że kicham, czy nie wiem, swędzi mnie trochę skóra i tyle. I jestem uczulona na skórki jabłek, na te pestycydy, którymi psikają owoce, wtedy mam także bardzo mam podrażnione gardło. I want vegan food though. Oh, what vegan food does Connor like?
All tasty food. That's basically my answer. I eat a lot of hummus. I have a hummus addiction. It's a disease, basically.
Yeah, we
I
had a
must
lot of
eat hummus. Yeah, we already had hummus. Probably I'll have a shakshuka. I love Middle Eastern cuisine in general, so that's kind of vegan compliant, most of it, right?
Yeah. I see Poland as a stable country with
A growing economy, I think it means.
economy, and a future place to live. Poland is actually pretty modern, pretty nice, and yeah, if we're talking about like larger cities, you will find everything here. As long as you don't feel like living in the countryside, you are going to be really fine.
Yeah, Poland, the economy is very impressive. The economic development, the infrastructure, especially because I've spent time in the countries further to the east, so you can see what it used to look like. Basically, if you go to Ukraine, and it's massive the difference. I wouldn't say that living in Poland is really that far behind living in Germany at this stage.
Alps. I see somebody has been watching my recent vlog, which is awesome. And what else was I going to say? I've been to... kiedy kolejna podróż? Wiesz co, za niedługo, ale generalnie teraz będzie jeszcze kilka vlogów z Teneryfy. Potem dodaję filmy z Krakowa, a potem z Malty. I've been in Kasprowy Wierch 2 weeks ago and it was so beautiful. Kasprowy Wierch is amazing. Yeah, it's one of the highest mountains in the Tatras.
I have yet to go there.
So Nigeria won. Poland didn't win. Oh my god.
Okay, but it was not an important match. It's just a friendly, right?
I don't know.
Hi from Dublin. Dahi, that's a very Irish name. Dahi means David.
Aria, mam bardzo ważne pytanie. Jestem ciekaw, co odpowiesz. Jaki jest twój ideał mężczyzny? Wymarzony książę z bajki. I'm getting asked about what is my ideal guy. Like.
Clearly, yeah. Well, how
Uh,
did you answer it? I didn't understand.
I didn't
Okay.
yet. Hmm. No, generalnie
Just scroll down.
chwila. Wait, we're checking out your
Yeah,
comments.
I'd say your accent is South Dublin, Blackrock. If people realize that I was actually born in Ireland, they normally say that I'm from the south part of Dublin. Yeah, but I was actually born in Galway, which is a beautiful town on the seaside, in the west of Ireland. It's very close to Connemara, which is a world famous natural area, just really beautiful with hills and lakes. The Lakes of Connemara was a famous song in French in the 70s, Les Lacs de Connemara. Yeah, so I'm actually not from Dublin. Most people don't realize that. Any experience with a Scandinavian language, I guess that's for me. I am flirting with the idea of learning Swedish because that's my favorite country in Scandinavia, and I guess it's probably the biggest country amongst them as well. So it would make the most sense if I was going to learn Scandinavian language. It's going to be Swedish. Also like Swedish girls. They get a
Good
big
to
thumbs
know.
up. Yeah,
Any experience with Scandinavian language?
that was the question I just answered.
Oh yeah? Okay, sorry, I was ending the live video on Instagram. Okay. Zostało ci 6 minut. Do czego?
Does Connor McLeod ring a bell? Yes. Isn't that from Highlander? Like until Conor McGregor became famous, only people who recognize my name is from Conor McLeod. So I have been asked that many a time. What is the best place you visit in Italy? I think Sicily. Although I lived in Bologna, which is in Emilia-Romagna, and there the food is amazing. I think it's got the best food that I've had in Italy. So Bologna itself or the cities around it. But it just depends what you're looking for, right? If you want rolling hills and amazing Tuscan architecture, then you have to go to Tuscany. That look. But if you want to see something like Venice, then go to Venice. But Taormina in Sicily for me was like amazing. Just this amazing view onto a bay overlooking a Greek amphitheater. Spectacular.
Aha. Okej, co się stanie, jeżeli zjem płatki śniadaniowe na kolację? No chyba nic, ja często jem bardzo płatki śniadaniowe na kolację, bo to jest takie lekkie, orzeźwiające i lubię to, że płatki są chrupkie. Cześć, cześć, lubisz wiersze? No, lubię, lubię. Jak chcesz, to możesz napisać jakiś fajny wierszyk tutaj na live'ie. What is the place you visited in Italy? You said Sicily.
I think you agreed with that.
Yeah, yeah, Sicily's great.
Italy, my favorite country in Europe.
question to Connor. Does Connor... Oh, you already answered that.
Yeah, it's the one about Conor McLeod. Conor McGregor. Actually, my friends have started calling me McGregor now.
No, świetny wiersz. This is your dad.
Do we look that similar? She looks like my daughter?
We do not look similar at all. No, this is Connor. He's also a YouTuber. He's a little bit older.
I like her dad. I've met her dad. That's cool. He's actually in some of the videos as well.
Yeah, he
I had
met
the
my
good
dad.
fortune to meet him last time when I was here. Someone says they're
Nice.
living in Cork. That's in the south of Ireland. Which?
Nice to meet you, Elizabeth Spring.
Hi from Kerry, a new subscriber. Check out Aria's channel. Well, this is on your channel, so they're already obviously subscribing to you. Spricht einer von euch Deutsch? Ja, ich spreche sehr gerne Deutsch. Ich habe in München gearbeitet, bin für ein Jahr gewesen. Und jetzt spreche ich nicht so oft auf Deutsch, aber ja, ich habe es gelernt und ja, was genau auf Deutsch ist. München ist ein sehr schöner Stadt in Süddeutschland und ja, ich habe sehr viele Freunde in Odessa, die Deutsch sprechen können und jeden Mittwoch haben wir eine Besprechung zusammen. That's right. So I was just telling everybody that yeah, I speak German. I learned it in Munich, in the south of Germany. It's a very beautiful place, and yeah, actually I speak German a lot in Odessa because a lot of my friends there actually speak German. So that's the only time I ever get to practice it. I'm rarely in Germany these days, but Berlin, still a cool city.
Yeah. What was I going to say? What is the first thing that everyone should do before? What is the number one thing that everyone should do before turning 20? Getting a driver's license.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
I haven't gotten it done.
You don't have them?
No. And I think it's very important. I struggle every single day with that.
I think fall in love before you're 20. Everyone should do that as well. Maybe that's just my not very practical
I
side.
feel so hot. I think it's from the
I
wine.
have that effect. Yeah.
I'm getting like a little bit anxious, like, oh my god, am I dying?
It has gotten hotter in here.
I am like a hypochondriac.
I think they turned off the air conditioning maybe a little bit when the guy working here left. They closed the bar, so I think he just hit a switch and let everything warm up.
Aria, tak myślę, że podczas swojej twórczości możesz przybrać przydomek artystyczny Dominika. So because somebody asked me in my live video, what would I like my name to be if it wasn't Aria, and I was like Dominika. No, I think it's the same person that's like that. We should have like I guess an insight name that we'll call you as your like stage name, like second stage name or something, and yeah, it will be only for like your viewers that are.
Well, there you go. It can be Dominika.
It's an elegant
Martelle.
name. Dominique Martelle sounds alright.
Does Connor have any tattoos? No, I do not have tattoos. I'm not a fan of tattoos or girls with tattoos. Just
I
a
have
couple.
tattoos.
Yeah. I know. But they can be nice. But it's rare. It's rare that I like them. Have you got tattoos yourself, Anya? Since you asked the question to Ari, which
And
English accent is
also-
believed to be the hottest?
And also Patrick Leon, heja, pozdrawia. Which English accent is believed to be the hottest? Honestly, I really like American accents. And also, I mean, second, I guess, is British, but I prefer American accents.
As a native speaker, I would say that we consider. I think it depends where people are from. I think people like accents that are different, right, in general. So if they're British, they probably think an Irish accent is very nice. But if you're actually from the States, yeah, they actually also like Irish accents.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're to learn English in Ireland, the accent that people think I have, which is South Dublin, that's probably the nicest one. Not because I've been told.
By the
those
way,
things.
let's only stream for 10 more minutes because I need to head home pretty soon. So 10 jeszcze minut max.
We are going to shoot some amazing footage tomorrow, so we need to get our beauty sleep.
Exactly.
Get it in there so that we're all pumped for tomorrow.
Exactly. Love your videos. Keep them coming. Pozdrowienia. Thank you so much. I need so much motivation for this weekend because Sunday I'm going to be editing all day. Kiedy kolejny tatuaż, jaki masz pomysł? Szczerze mówiąc nie wiem, być może taki zarys samolotu, tak mi się wydaje, sam kontur, znaczy w sensie no, wypełniony kontur, ale w sensie taki bardzo basic. Mm, e, e, e. Na ten moment, tak jak dla mnie najpiękniejsze miejsce, w którym byłem, to Sycylia, aczkolwiek drażni mnie podejście Sycylijczyków, Włochów co do innych języków niż ich własny. Poza hotelami i innymi miejscami turystycznymi ciężko się nawet po angielsku dogadać. To prawda, zgadzam się troszkę z Tobą, ale nie do końca, szczerze mówiąc, nie wszędzie tak jest. Jaki to najlepszy sposób na uczenie się języka? YouTube, seriale, filmy i również rozmowa z takimi ludźmi, którzy rozmawiają w danym języku. Na przykład, nie wiem, może sobie znaleźć jakichś przyjaciół online, na początku pisać, potem może jakieś wideo, rozmowy, ale bardzo polecam formę oglądania jakichś filmów, czy to na YouTubie, czy seriali.
Who's Tony Hawk? Someone said I look like Tony Hawk. I don't know who
I don't
that
know,
is.
check it out.
I will have to go and Google that.
Wiem, muszę zrobić prawko, bo to jest po prostu jakiś dramat, szczerze mówiąc. Powinnam już dawno je mieć. Dobra, na razie, miłego wieczoru. Ja jestem w Krakowie.
Tony Hawk.
I dream to sound more British. I love British accent, by the way, but then people ask me if I am from Southern Africa, lol. Work on it, girl.
It's a special accent if you have one that sounds South African.
American from any particular place in the US. I am from Colorado, and Connor is from...
Galway in Ireland I was born. I'm Irish British.
But I thought you also have like American origin.
No, I lived in DC.
Ah, okay, that's fine.
I went to university in America.
Ah, so that's
but
all.
I have no American heritage. I look like this guy? I don't think so. He has less hair
Not
than me.
really.
No.
I'm inviting you guys to Poznań. That's very nice, thank you. Prawko z USA działa w Polsce i na odwrót. No spoko, ale nie jestem na razie u USA. Wiem, że bardzo łatwo zrobić, ale póki co nie jestem. Connor nie wie, kto to Tony Hawk, wygląda jak jego sobowtór. No nie do końca, właśnie widziałam zdjęcie, nie do końca. And Connor, this is a question for you.
Do you feel like German people are cold inside compared to Eastern European? 100%. Germans were a lot less friendly than Eastern Europeans, whether they happen to be Polish, Ukrainians, Russians, Lithuanians, wherever. I find Russians friendly. I find Poles, maybe Russians even a little bit friendlier than Poles, but Germans were super polite, but not really that friendly when I lived there. So I can understand why they have a reputation of being cold. Germans were super polite. I see this one, Connor. Something. I don't look like Tony Hawk. I think that means, yeah. I know. I need to be translated. So something about. Apparently, I have an accent like the Terminator. If I understand that in Polish. So Ari's obviously putting that on Instagram. You'll have to hear me say that expression 10 times while we get it on. Let's see. I can't really. I've been invited to Poznan by Anya. Excellent. Never been to Poznan. Would like to go there. So definitely. Invitation accepted with pleasure. I think that means where is something. One Polish guy who speaks English. What's up, language sir? What did I eat this evening? Well, you can see in my Instagram stories normally what I'm doing, where I'm eating. So we had hummus. We're here in Kazimierz, which is the historic Jewish quarter of Krakow and has really good restaurants. And I love hummus, so they say I'm an addict. Missouri, I've actually been there once, Piata. I went to Austin. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. Connie, you sound like a softer version of the Terminator. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Can you do a Scottish accent? Oh God, I'm gonna offend everybody in Scotland if I try to impersonate a Scottish accent, but they think it's a thing. Wee lad, I guess that's very Scottish. Where would I like to live permanently? Well, I wouldn't really like to live in one place permanently. That would kind of defeat the purpose of having the option moving around at different times of the year. But I do love Brazil. But Brazil is quite dangerous, so that's always why I've resisted the idea of living there. I did do a few job interviews a few years ago, but to become a lawyer there. But if I was to choose one place, yeah, I would say Brazil. It's my favorite country. But just the security is the big issue there. But that doesn't really answer your question. Probably Italy. Let's just say Italy. I also like it. Can I spell? No, I would never be able to spell that. That name is so
Grzegorz
long.
Brzęczykiewicz.
Well, apparently it's that hard to say, even if you're able to speak Polish. So I think if you call that out to me, I would not be able to spell it. Do I understand Swiss German? It's hard to understand Swiss German. Whenever I've gone to Switzerland, it's been tough. I recognize it as being some sort of German, but yeah, really tough one. Swiss French is easy, and Swiss Italian, but Swiss German, almost a different language. What do you guys think of the recent Italian election? I didn't really follow it that much. It was last week. Anyways, if I remember, the center left did very poorly. So I don't live in Italy at the moment. It's hard for me to say about the election. I know Berlusconi is, like, of course, somewhere involved. He can't actually be in parliament at the moment because of his conviction. But let's see. So what do you think about Italian food? Is it true that there are many vegetables? No, I wouldn't say that. It's just like diverse cuisine, right? Pizza, pasta to start with, and lots of amazing sauces. I think that's what Italy has. What do I think about you? That's a question. What are Aria's positives and negatives?
Oh my God. Last
Ooh,
question.
ooh,
Last
ooh.
question.
So Aria is a very personable and likable individual for sure. That's why I was attracted to hang out with her and to make some videos with her. She has like real positive energy. Negatives. I don't know what are your negatives so far. She hasn't really done anything to annoy me, so I'm kind of just thinking.
Am I too bold sometimes? Like,
Sometimes
about judging?
you can be a bit bossy, I think. Is that true?
Bossy.
A little bit.
So can you.
I know. We're not talking about my negative points. That'll be a list about this long, right? Like the fact I don't show up at times when I say I am. Yeah, but I think that's the only negative, if I can call it negative. I don't know her well enough to come with all the negative stuff. That normally comes later when you get to know someone.
But do you want to answer this one as the last one, or
What you guys think say about Spanish people? Do you want me to answer that question? Spain, friendly enough. They talk a lot. That's what I think about Spaniards. Any experience in Spain? Yeah, I've been to Spain maybe 30 times. Been all over it. Really like the south of Spain, like Cordoba, where else? Granada, this kind of area. Also, what is it? Seville. That area I think is my famous. Also, Catalonia was cool. I used to like Catalonia when I first went there, but yeah, I think now I probably prefer the south of Spain. It's very hot, 35 degrees often. Have you been there yourself, Soren? I guess that's why you asked. Yes, I actually addressed that, Carla, in a video, I think, that I never published because I screwed up the audio on it. It's like the further east you go in Europe, the lower the level of English, and the more likely you're going to need to speak Russian, basically, because that's the most commonly spoken language in the east of Europe. So Poland for me is Central Europe, but Gesundheit, bless
Sorry.
you. Yeah, so this is what we call East Central Europe, so we're not really in Eastern Europe, but the level of English in Poland is quite high, actually. I'm impressed because I don't speak Polish and I have to speak to
Oh,
everybody.
by the way, I forgot. One last thing. If you guys are from the live video, I always wanted to do this. Leave a peach emoji on my latest Instagram photo. Jeżeli jesteście z live'a, to zostawcie Znaczy no, zostawcie mi na moim ostatnim zdjęciu na Instagramie emotikonę brzoskwini, żebym wiedziała, że jesteście z live'a. Na moim ostatnim zdjęciu na Instagramie, mój Instagram tak samo jak YouTube, po prostu. Imię i nazwisko.
So do we have any other questions? Are we gonna call it a day?
No, zostawcie i za minutę kończymy dzisiejszego streama razem z wami. Did you leave the peach emoji?
Oh, I also have to leave a picture emoji. What am I supposed to do? Put it on your last Instagram post?
No chyba
Underneath?
sobie je robisz. Ja
Why are we leaving
piję,
peach emojis?
I don't know.
Peach is normally like for an ass, right?
I don't know. That's just like an idea. Only the people that were on the live stream will know. Nie, ponieważ ja sączę kieliszek wina od, nie wiem, 1,5 godziny, od 2 godzin. Jestem po prostu zmęczona.
So I'm looking for the. I've never used the peach emoji. So I'm gonna have to. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think I'm the first person to put it. Let's see. But on your last photo, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Done. Done. I've discovered where the peach emoji is. I'll be using it in the future. So I put under this photo.
Więc na tym zdjęciu, on this photo, leave a peach emoji. So I know that you guys are from the live stream.
So if you guys have any advice about where I should go in Poland, I've been invited to Poznan this evening. Write me a message. You can write me on Instagram as well, Connor Klein, or Language Tsar is my handle there. And looking forward to. I'm gonna stay in Poland for, well, I don't know, maybe even tomorrow evening I'll leave. We'll see what happens.
You might stay till Monday, right? Maybe.
She's trying to persuade me to stay longer,
Well,
to shoot more
because
footage. I was really bad, by the way. I said I would come like, I think weeks ago, and then it's only tonight I show up quite late. So, okay, she's pretty. Why am I here? Apparently because she's pretty. That seems pretty.
well, thank you, but we are actually answering intelligent questions tonight.
Have we?
This is not a makeup tutorial, for all you wondering. This is a international experience with 2 travel lifestyle YouTubers.
So Plasma says, Connor, write what is your YouTube channel? It's Language Czar. I will just write it.
Yeah, write it down, write it down. Feel free to like help yourself.
I'm a guest on this channel, on this live stream there. Language Czar, if you type that in, you will find it in the search. Warsaw, just been in Warsaw. Are you from, I was born in Ireland. You should visit Zamość and Malbork. Okay, I will write those down. I will write those down right away so I don't forget. So far in Poland, I've just shot one video. It's here in Krakow. That's the whole story how I met Aria. But I am going to, of course, come back here and shoot more. Starting tomorrow, we're going to make a video about the wonderful ladies of Poland and what they think of foreign guys. That is the theme for tomorrow. So people who have seen on my channel, you can go and check out Odessa Girls. This was a very popular one, and that's kind of inspired me to make a series. And tomorrow will be the second installment. So I'm kind of going to be traveling around and asking girls what they think of foreign guys. Seems to be what a lot of my followers want to know about.
Okay, let's end this video.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, it is late here and we are ending the live video. Remember to leave the peach emoji on my latest photo on Instagram. Zostawcie emotikonkę brzoskwini na moim ostatnim zdjęciu na Instagramie. Instagram Aria Martelle, tak samo jak YouTube. Siema.
It's gonna be papa.
Siema,
Bye bye.
siema.
Auf
Także
Wiedersehen.
trzymajcie się, moi drodzy. Pozostawię tego live'a na jeden dzień. I kończymy, ale w każdym razie dla zainteresowanych w niedzielę zrobię na 100% live'a po polsku, gdzie będę odpowiadać na wasze pytania sama, także miłego wieczoru. Have a very nice evening, guys. It was lovely to chill out with you guys and answer all your questions. Also, part 1 is on Language Tsar's Connor's YouTube channel, so definitely check it out if you are interested. And we are there also together. You guys have a lovely evening. Take care. Ciao.
Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.